Hi everyone, it's Raya from Capricorn Vibes Only. So this is going to be a daily check-in and just a collective reading. I'm first going to pull out my friend's Abyss Tarot T.A.T Soul Seasons Tarot. It's in the description box below, so please check out her Etsy shop. Okay, before I actually started the reading, I heard like diplomacy, power, influence. I just heard that. I just feel your energy is so potent and powerful that you may not even realize it. And it comes in different forms, right? It comes in different forms from other people. There's like a super duality that happens. And this, I actually watched my friend's Abyss Tarot T.A.T's one of her readings. I picked a pile about how people view you. And I just felt it really connected with how a lot of people see Capricorn. There's people that really, really love you, and that's people who really just don't like you. But the people who don't like you tend to always have a misconception of you, right? And that misconception could be the fact that maybe you don't give a fuck about what they view you. But in a sense, you still do, right? Because you know you're not that person that people perceive you to be. And it becomes frustrating because you are always trying to prove yourself without trying to overprove yourself, right? Because at a certain point, when is enough, right? When is doing your best enough? And sometimes you feel like you have to push yourself even further. And this is when you don't feel sometimes that you're enough. But when society tells you, hey, you're enough, but how they treat you really goes against that, right? And then you have to push back and say, you know what, I'm going to try 110%. But it's really exhausting trying more than other people who literally have to. They wake up in the morning and they get things done, and things appear to be so easy for them. And I feel with us, it feels like a heavy burden. But I feel when it comes to what's going to be happening, I'm going to do another separate reading when it comes to December. But I feel gradually and slowly, things are going to be lifted off. And you're going to have that control. You're going to have that power. And while you do that, you're going to have that influence on people that you may not always see. But people tend to be really threatened by you, threatened by your light, threatened by your perseverance, your know-how to push forward. And I know that's exhausting. Trust me, I know that's really exhausting. But it's because you are destined to be more than what you are now, right? You are destined to be a powerful soul creator. And this is just, I don't want to say a rebirth. I don't even want to say transformation. I just feel like it's another building block to who you are becoming, right? Because I don't think you're shedding the old you. Because I don't feel like that's really it. Because the only way to grow is to acknowledge the old you, to build from the old you, to grow from the old you. And I think that's what you're doing. You're not doing this complete transformation that you're forgetting about the old you. Because the old you is who you really are meant to be, that people had stripped away a long time ago, right? That innocent child, that child with imagination, that child that wanted to create change and love everyone and accept everyone for who they were. But then society said, no, you can't do that. You can't be X, Y, and Z. You have to change this. And for a long time, that's what you've been doing, conforming to what society wants you to do. And now there has been a significant shift in your perspective in your life. And it could have been tower moments after tower moments that said, you know what, wait, I need to go back to the old me. Because the old me was who I genuinely was before people said I needed to be so and so. Let's get some tarot now. What's happening? Ooh, 2 cards came out together. Let's see. The 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Festivity. Wow. When I said there is going to be a change, there is going to be a huge change in your perspective and how you see yourself. So the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, I'm just looking at these images too and just getting an intuitive read on this. But the 2 of Cups is like collaboration. I feel, I hate when I'm like on camera because I get emotional. But the 2 of Cups, you're going to be meeting people if you haven't already. And the bonds that you've been forming with these people or will form with them, it's going to be an everlasting bond. And I know that's really important for you, Capricorn. Because a long time you felt alone. You felt really alone. You felt like people don't understand you. People like never get me. I'm the type of person that like I don't know what it is, but people always just want to compete with me. And I'm just like, I don't want to compete with you. Like there's no competition here. I want to help you. And it ends up people always being inferior to me or feeling that way. And they always have to downplay me to make themselves feel better. And I don't know if you've been through that. Like you've had relationships where people made you feel like crap because they saw that you were doing better than them or appeared that you were doing better than them or that you had a gift that was more powerful than them or you just had things going for you that were better than other people and they just shitted on you. And they said, you know what, Capricorn, we need to check you. And we're going to squash your ego. We're going to squash your light. But what's happening now is you being resilient, you pushing back against the animosity and the hatred that you receive unfairly. The universe is blessing you with people. They're seeing your light. Like for me, I know I want people to know me. Like people always say Capricorns are cold and that we're standoffish. It's no, bitch, we just don't trust, bitch. Like we don't trust people because we've been betrayed so many times by our best friends, by our family. And we're just like, we want to see who you are before we let down our guard. And I feel like what's going to happen is there are going to be people who are going to see your light. And I don't think like a lot of these people are going to be long lasting people, right? These people are going to be on your journey to show you that you are worthy, that you have a shining light, and that you are worth something. And all that self-doubt, now I'm not like celebrating outside gratification. I really feel like you need to have inside gratification, but outside gratification helps you feel good inside, right? Especially when people acknowledge you, see you. I like to just give a quick example, like in my Etsy shop, like, you know, people are really writing me really amazing, beautiful reviews. Thank you everyone who has done that. And I feel so grateful. And it's not fake. It's like I'm grateful because that's who I am. That's who I want people to see in this world, not as a facade, but as who I genuinely am. And I feel this is like what you want. You want to be able to be you without having to wear a mask so you can be accepted. Like, so I feel for the next like year or so, your mask is going to be shedding. You're going to get rid of that because it's exhausting wearing a mask, especially to make everyone else feel good about themselves. And then you don't feel good about yourself because they're always shitting on you. So it's just like, yo, dude, why am I being nice to you? Why am I bending over backwards for you? And I have to wear this mask so you can like me? But meanwhile, I'm still not good enough for you, then fuck you. Fuck this shit. I'm going to take off my mask now. And I'm going to go towards people who see me and who appreciate me, right? And that value what I can bring to the table. Nine of Cups. I was just thinking, like, I was going to say something. You're getting into your power. Nine of Cups is one of my favorite cards. Like, usually people read it as a happy single card. Like, you could be single, you could be in a relationship, it does not matter, but you are going to be fulfilled. Like, all your cups are going to be filled. Anything you want for the next 2-3 years, you're going to get. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to sit there idly. I mean, that's not a Capricorn motto anyway. We are lazy. Don't get me wrong. Like, when we're tired, we can procrastinate. We could, like, get into our heads. But when we want something, the first we need to do is realize we deserve it, right? Like, y'all, who's ever watching this, if you feel like you don't deserve something, you're not going to get it. So this is key, that it's really important to say, I deserve this. And it's really important to say this is easy, because Saturn is a hard planet, right? And I know for my friends who are Capricorns themselves, I have friends who say things are hard. And then I have friends who say things are easy. And the ones who say things are easy tend to get things faster and to get things what they want, right? But the one that says it's hard, it's difficult, they always have so many roadblocks. So it's really important to say, I deserve this. And secondly, it's really important to say, this is easy. This is easy for me. Being successful is easy. Being loving is easy. Being recognized is easy. Even if you don't believe it, I really believe, I know some people think like faking it is not really effective. I'm sorry. It's effective for me. Fake it until you make it. And as long as you keep doing, you start believing it. And this whole notion of like toxic positivity, like, how is positivity so goddamn toxic? I'm sorry. I don't want to be hearing your bullshit all the time. Like, let's talk about what's going right, right? and that's me. I want to be around people who have dreams and goals and is going to do something about it, not people who's going to sit and whine and talk and don't do anything, and I just have to hear them over and over again complain about their lives. Not my cup of tea. And the Nine of Cups is that type of energy. Like, bitch, get off your ass, do something about it. When you do something about it, and when you think you deserve it, that's when shit's gonna pop off for you. This is when things are gonna start manifesting for you. I just thought of an idea. I was actually watching Andrea Schulman. I love her. She does law of attraction videos. And one of her videos says, get a box. So I ordered 2 boxes, one for myself and one for my daughter. And we are going to put our wishes in there, like whatever we want. And don't worry about if it can happen or not. Just put it in there. And don't open it, but it's what you want in a year. But don't open it up until 2 years from now. Yes. Because you don't want to think about it every day. When you start obsessing about things, time just keeps pushing it back further and further. So I feel this is something that's really important to share with you also. Get something. Do something that's going to help you manifest what you want, no matter what it is. There's so many different techniques, but you have to find the one that works for you and that you truly believe in it. Like, don't do something because you see it on YouTube and you're like, oh, let me try this, and even though I don't really believe in it. No, do something like, it's going to be fun. Like, I feel like the boxing is simple, it's fun, and something that my daughter and I can do and connect together with, right? And I feel this could be something that could benefit you, so that's why I wanted to share that. So definitely check out her videos, Andrea Schulman. I love her. Anyways, I just feel in the next couple years, you're going to have a lot. I just heard more than enough. And this goes back to you feeling like you're not enough, or you feel like you don't have enough. My friend, the Abyss Tarot, tells me all the time I need to get out of my lack mindset. And I definitely believe her when she says that. I do have a lack mindset. And the Nine of Cups is indicating you can't have that. Your wishes are coming true. Like, what you have, you've manifested. Like, I want you to look around your apartment, your house, whatever you have, and say, this is what I manifested. And that could have been good, or that could be bad, right? If you don't like what you see, you have to change your mindset. If you like what you see, continue doing what you've been doing. The 6 of Swords, and then the 8 of Wands. This is 6 of Swords is the movement, right? She puts in motion and fast movement things. Once you change your perspective, once you change your mindset about things and what you deserve, a lot of things are going to happen for you a lot faster. And it's true. You know, I notice when I focus on lack, nothing changes. Little, minimal. But when I don't care anymore, when I just stop caring, and I just, you know, leave it up to God, leave it up to the universe, that's when certain movements start happening for me. All right, let's get one final card. This is my deck, Spiritual Symbols Volume 1. I just redid it. So you can see the gold edges. It's a matte finish. Matte, actually the company I use, matte, is actually more expensive. The gloss is actually cheaper. And this is matte because I feel like sometimes when it's glossy, it's too slippery, right? Especially with a lot of cards. Let's see. One, I got 2. Wow. Let go of your inhibitions. Parasitic, isolation, bitterness. Let go of that. That's something I need to work on too. Let go of feeling resentful. Let go of feeling lonely. Let go of your depression. Let go. This is the mistletoe in the reverse position. You know, the mistletoe is what people you have used. I don't know if they still do it. You hang up a mistletoe and you kiss. And it welcomes love. It's like free spiritedness, right, to me. But when it's in the reverse, like you're holding on to bullshit. Like, throw it out. Let the trash go. It's trash, right? Whatever you've been feeling, whatever you've been holding on to is trash. Let it go. And then we have gates, and the gates is in the reverse position. Now, the reverse position means the gates are closed. And it says there are unnecessary barriers. You are blocking opportunities. Capricorn, it's you. You have the power to change. I know I do. Like, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Capricorn too. No, I've seen it happen. When I just let go, doors start opening up for me. When I don't give a fuck anymore, that's when shit starts happening for me. And I'm just like, really? That's all it took? Not caring? Like, yeah. That's all it takes, is not stressing, not worrying, just letting it go. I mean, I feel like Elsa was a Capricorn, right? She needed to let it go to be herself. And she took off that mask. She took off her gloves. She just let her power take over. And that's who we are. We're very powerful. Powerful manifestors. Powerful human beings that are destined to change the world. We are. Like, there's so many idiotic people in this world that need a change. And Capricorns, we are the ones to help people change. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Good luck with everything.